So, what's up? Here's your Niall Sebastian Power Sieger. Today I'm doing some live videos with my mom. The problem is my mom do not have a human body anymore. So, her human body died. For those of you which do not know me, I'm Niall Sebastian Power Sieger. I'm one of the people who's informing about universal communication with ancestors. So communication with ghosts or communication with creatures which do not have a physical biological body anymore, as you might see it. I'm gonna start to try universal communication very soon with my mom. And I'm gonna leave the video on for a while to check if some people gonna come into this live thing. People, if you watch that video and if you're interested, you can ask questions. So you will be able to ask live questions, and you will be able to ask these questions to Susanne Ilse Sieger as well, which is the ghost I'm gonna try to communicate with very soon. So, 1 second. I'm gonna comment that. Written. So, alright, I'm gonna try to communicate with my mom. My mom is a creature which have lived as a human before, and she have lost her human body, as I explained already in that live video here. And she can trigger the wind, and she can canalize the wind, which means she can canalize the wind to a specific point in the huge tree in front of the window. And she can canalize the wind to this tool, what she's doing right now, and that's why it's flying around. The tool have a star on the one side, and on the other one it's empty. So with the part where the star is, my mom can say yes. With the other part she can say no of this tool. And she can use the natural environment in front of the window, as I just explained, which means she can trigger the wind to the huge tree to show herself, or she can use a higher wind level and canalize the wind to the plant if she wants to agree on something or speak out. So me and my mom, we're gonna do some universal communication very soon. We're gonna try that. We're gonna speak about Corona, because creatures which have lived as human beings before, if they connect in symbiosis to human bodies, they have the potential to heal humans, because they can influence the human body on such a high level. So I'm gonna speak with my mom a little bit about that topic, which is connected to the topic body sharing, and that's also a topic I did inform about in the past. therefore I did create the website seaembassy.com, and on seaembassy.com you also can find videos in English with creatures which have lived as human beings before and which have lost their own human bodies, so ghosts, but ghosts which do belong to other families, and they use the same method by controlling the natural environment to present themselves in the video material, to reach out to their living family members with the video material. So you find a video ancestors database on seaembassy.com, and you can see the clear reaction from my mom. She is happy that I mentioned it. That's why she triggered the wind at that moment in time, because there are so many creatures which have lived as human beings before in general, even if it's not possible to produce with all of them videos, but there are a lot of ancestors in general which would like to be in the position to be able to communicate with living humans, so with their own family members. And my mom gonna agree to that, and therefore she gonna trigger the wind, and then you can see the reaction in the plant. Mom, can you trigger the wind now if you can agree to that? And she will start to do so now. I will keep my hand up for a while so you can see that she's canalizing the wind to this huge tree to agree to that. Exactly there where my hand is. And because that's a live video, you always have to watch out where my view is going through, and where I point at with my fingers, okay, with my hands. Because my mom is communicating to me, so she can canalize the wind very specific in this huge tree, okay? And that's what she's doing now there where my hands are. See that? So, because it's so specific, I got another camera here and another camera here, and with the other camera I'm gonna present you the surrounding, and I'm gonna upload the videos later on my Facebook page, Niall Power Sieger. Niall is N-I-A-L-L, Power Sieger. So Mom, can you trigger the wind one more time to make that clear with this small camera here? She's triggering the wind where I'm pointing the camera at, and that's why you can see more movement, and you also can see more movement over here with this wind tool. Can you use the wind tool one more time specific? I'm filming now with the small camera, Mom. So can you use this wind tool? Can you let it fly a little bit in the wind? She will let the wind tool fly a little bit, and I give her now a moment to react. She did agree to that, and now it starts to turn, and it did fly a little bit. Okay, so she canalized the wind specific to that wind tool. That you do understand that better. And she did react in this huge tree as well. So I have plenty cameras here. I have that small one to show you things in the area, or to go close to a tool like this. And I got another camera over here in the standing position filming the tree the whole time. This video material from these cameras will be uploaded later on my Facebook page. I repeat that, Niall Power Sieger. So what you see here later in the live videos is typical ancestors communication, and on the Facebook account you can find more of that, more of universal communication. But please do not lose yourself there. There is a more structured website, seaembassy.com. You can visit with a video database, as I explained, with videos from ancestors of other families which are trying to reach their living family members, but also other video material and articles about the topic universal communication in general, and also about the topic body sharing, what means when, which means situations where creatures which have lived as human beings before but do not have their own human body anymore do connect in symbiosis to human bodies. So for example to my human body, because creatures like my mom, Susanne Ilse Sieger, which is triggering the wind, can live in my human body, for example, and connect in symbiosis to that. She's agreeing to that by triggering the wind. So if you want to understand the reaction of my mom, please also watch the tree always, and open your eyes for the natural environment where I am. because she's gonna use the natural environment to communicate towards you, so that you do better understand that. As I said, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna check if some people visiting this live streams to ask questions. And this is one of my first live streams. Not the first, but one of the first. So I'm not very used to Facebook live streams. I apologize for that. So Mom, yesterday we did produce a video in German, which will be uploaded on my Facebook page later also, about the Corona topic. Can you agree to that? And she will agree to that now, very specific. You can see that here by triggering the wind. Okay? And we did speak about the Corona topic, and I mean the coronavirus, because as I said, creatures like my mom are able to connect in symbiosis to human bodies, and they are able to heal human bodies. She's agreeing to that by triggering the wind very strong. And she presented also with the move that wind thing did, the star towards you, which means yes. But mostly don't get irritated by this stuff. We can use that, me and my mom, for communication or to present that to you. But mostly we're gonna communicate, my mom gonna use the plant in the most of the time. So the plant is the more important tool at the moment, okay? Because then my mom do not have to be focused on both tools the whole time. So that's why I'm making that clear. And in case I'm gonna request from my mom to use that tool, I'm gonna communicate that towards you. The other thing is, by doing that way, I can close the window in between, because it's getting cold. And the window have to be open so that she can use this tool, so the tree is sometimes better, just that you know. Okay, I'm gonna go and drink something. Oh no, I don't have to go. Here's something to drink. Magic. So Mom, we did produce a video in German where you did agree to the fact that if people work in the field of medicine and if they're interested to meet up with you directly, for example here in Bonn, so that I can help them a little bit to understand you better, you would be willing to communicate with them to find solutions or to work on solutions regarding the coronavirus. That's correct, right? A general solution for the species. And you can see my mom is triggering the wind clearly. I'm gonna take the small camera as well to make that more clear to you. So Mom, can you trigger the wind one more time if you can agree, so then we have it more clear also on the other camera. And now she's triggering the wind again. Can you trigger that a little bit more? So now she triggered the wind a little bit more, and that's when you can see the specific wind wave reaching this part of the tree over here. Okay, that's the part where I mostly communicate with her. Just that you know that you can understand it better in the video material later. So I'm gonna hold the small camera. With the small camera I have to get used with this camera. I have to get used to the fact that I'm using it, because I have not used it so much last year. So if people work in the field of medicine, and if you see this live stream video, that you do understand it. If you are working, for example, in a hospital, it would be possible to contact me for a direct meeting in your hospital or here in Bonn. Then we could meet up, and my mom could use my human body to communicate towards you with medical data, and I could explain you how to outread the medical data in your hospital. And in that way my mom could support over my human body a situation where you then maybe get more informations how to find a solution regarding the coronavirus. And that system for communication with ghosts is called body sharing from me on the website seaembassy.com, so that you do understand that better. Mom, that's correct, right? You could connect in symbiosis to my human body, and you could create medical effects. The medical people could then understand if they measure it with their equipment, and then they could outread it, and that way you could communicate with them. And to the people which are watching the video, my mom did react. She did trigger the wind very specific, and she were holding a higher wind level when I spoke it out, as she's doing it right now, so that you do understand that. And then the tree is shaking more. So that's what you have to get used to. If my mom is reacting by using the natural environment, by using the wind, then you have to watch the plant actually to understand my mom's position, because she's speaking out over this huge tree towards you. I'm gonna show you the area one more time. So we are here in Bonn. What you see is the United Nations building on the small camera view, and you see houses, 3 stories high, and the 3 compared to these high houses, so that you get an idea how huge this tree is, because that tree is very huge. Mom, a lot of people died from corona, is correct, right? Yeah, and a lot of them would like to communicate with their living family members, is also correct, right? And you could see she was triggering the wind clearly, because that is the situation for creatures which have lived as human beings before. After they lost their human body, they are often unable to communicate with their living family members, but they would like to do so. And you can see the clear reactions in the tree right now, where my mom is agreeing to that very strongly, so that the people which are watching this video can understand it. I'm gonna do with my mom some live streams, and we're gonna talk about that topic today. And hopefully there will be enough light, because it's already nearly 4 o'clock. But I also have to upload the video material from all these small cameras for you, so that you get a better idea of the situation and that you can see everything better. And that takes a lot of time. This video material you will find later online on the Facebook page, on my Facebook page, Niall Power Sieger. And Niall is written N-I-A-L-L. Niall Power Sieger, I repeat. And there's the website seaembassy.com, which is much more structured than my private Facebook page, because the Niall Power Sieger Facebook page is a mix out of informing about universal communication and the private Facebook page. So Mom, would it be possible for you to connect in symbiosis to patients which have corona, to demonstrate to medical people that you could heal them? And the people which are watching the video, you can see the clear reaction. My mom is triggering the wind clearly, and she's gonna do that one more time to make that very clear to the people which work in the medical area. So she would be willing to connect in symbiosis to the human body of patients in front of you, if you want it like that, to demonstrate that she would be able with others in symbiosis to heal their human bodies. And if you would save them the data of these patients during the whole process, you could learn from that and could receive new knowledge how to deal with the coronavirus. Mom, is that what you think? If yes, please trigger the wind one time clearly and strong, and I'm gonna hold the camera for a moment so that you have time to canalize the wind. And the people which are watching the video, my mom is reacting strongly, as you can see it. She will do that even a little bit more, so that the people can understand that. Now you can see that she did it very specific, and that the tree received another wind wave and was shaking again. And with that, my mom is agreeing to what I just spoke out, so that people, doctors and so on, which watch this video material do understand her better. So the case here, the situation here is very easy. you're dealing with a creature which do not have a human body anymore. In the case of my mom, Susanne Ilse Sieger was her name during her lifetime, and she worked in the Ministry of Science in Germany, BMBF it's called in Germany. And she would like to meet doctors which would be interested to receive new knowledge, and she would help you out if you are a doctor or if you work in a hospital in the medical field, and if you have good networking connections. She would help you out with trying to receive new knowledge regarding the coronavirus. That's what she's agreeing to, and that's also what she did communicate. And therefore she would be able to connect to patients if they are willing to, and she would be able to help them in a way that medical people, medical staff in a hospital could collect all the data from the patients. So, and another option how my mom can help is by body sharing with my human body, by transferring informations. And you can see she's also agreeing clearly to that, especially when I put up my hand. For the people which are watching the video, which work in hospitals and so on, that you do better understand that. So my mom today is an angel, because she have lived as a human and she lost her human body, and today she's able to fly around. And what you see here is a live video where an angel is trying to help you if you are a doctor or if you work in the medical field, and if you do worry about all the patients with the coronavirus. She would be helping. If you would do the first step to contact me, then we could try that. So just that you do understand the situation easy. Me and my mom, we are here in Bonn in Germany, so travel could get arranged, and so on and so on. And if you are interested in communicating with us, you can contact me, Niall Sebastian Power Sieger, over the website ciaembassy.com. And also, please do not forget, later on I will upload all the videos from all these other cameras. I'm gonna use that one also to present you the outside. So later on I'm gonna upload the video material from all these other cameras, and you can find that on my Facebook page. Me and mom, we're gonna try to produce another video later, another live video, but because it's so much data, we have to keep them quite short. That's the reason. Because I did a documentation with her yesterday, what I just said, and the documentation is in German actually, but we did communicate about Corona also, and invited people from the medical field in this German video. But it seems to be very hard to find intelligent doctors which would be willing to cooperate with heaven, if you want it like that. Because my mom did produce a lot of video where she communicated clearly and where I explained the communication method she can use. And she often invited doctors to contact me actually, so that I helped them out by building up the connection with her. And they did not react, and you can see how strong my mom canalized the wind to agree to that. And that is very, very sad that they did not react. That's how I see it. And for the people of this camera, that's the part where we mostly did communicate over, because they could not see me in that camera view, so I just showed it in the other camera. So, as I said, if you are the boss of a huge hospital and you had a lot of corona death and you are fed up with that shit, please contact me. If you're willing to support my mom to transfer maybe useful information for mankind. What I also said is it would be possible for her to connect in symbiosis to my human body, and to them create medical effects which could get measured with your equipment potentially, and over your equipment she also can present herself them inside my human body with unusual data to communicate towards you. Also she can use my human body during such meetings by the body sharing method to explain you better what she's capable to do and how she could help, how you could place her with the stuff she can do, maybe in a team where she then would be able to help, also in cooperation with other creatures which have lived as human beings before, which would be also willing to help. Mom, can you, the tree is quiet now? Watch the tree, please. Mom, can you agree that you could connect to other creatures which have lived as human beings before, which were, for example, doctors or professors during their lifetime in the medical area, and they would be willing, some of them, to cooperate? And the people can see clearly the reaction, clearly a strong reaction for you, the people, because my mom is agreeing to that. Okay, see that? And that was very specific for you so that you also can understand that. So the principle of this communication is action, reaction. If you want to watch more of my videos, please get used to that. And creatures which have lived as human beings before, which have lost their human body, but which are able to connect in symbiosis to the nature in general. They're capable of presenting themselves and communicating through many different methods. But please do not lose yourself there. Please stay focused on the main informations, and please stay focused on the fact, if you do not know universal communication, on the fact that there are some communication ways which are more easy for you to understand than others. So first of all, thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna end this live video, and maybe I'm gonna add later another one that was for the medical stuff around on planet Earth. I'm Niall Sebastian Power Sieger. If you want to contact me to find out if a cooperation would be possible, please use the website siaembassy.com. I'm searching for open-minded doctors, smart doctors which are willing to use the situation in cooperation with my mom Susanne Ilse Sieger and me, so that she maybe gonna be able to help a little bit, and then maybe we have less dead people because of the coronavirus in the future. Thank you very much from the Sieger family so far.